Okay, let's proceed to how to find out the percentile values for the ungroup frequency distribution. So you have this ungroup frequency distribution. You have number of siblings 0 until 5. So we need to find out the percentile 75. So first, when we try to find out the rank, what you have to do, you have to add the column for the cumulative frequency. It seems like when you try to find out median. So you also have to have the column for the cumulative frequency. So we have 2, 5, 9, 11, 14, and 15. So meaning that our total frequency here is 15. So first you have to find out the location. So the formula here is SC is equivalent to NP divided by 100. So our number of data is 15 times with the 75 over with 100. So it's equivalent to 11.25. So you have to refer to the cumulative frequency, the location for the 11.25. So it is located on the cumulative frequency of 14. Therefore, percentile 75 is equivalent to the number of siblings 4. This is how you write down the answer. Now let's proceed to how to find out the percentile rank. Just now you have to find out the data, refer to the different values of the percentile. So for this one, you have to find out the data that is referring to the percentile rank. So for this one, percentile rank, this is for the ungrouped data. It is equivalent to the number of values below x plus 0.5 divided by the total number of values times with the 100. And the values we have to round off because when we talk about rank, it cannot be in terms of decimal. So you have to round off the final answer. So let's look at to the example here. The following data represent the number of persons sold from a small bakery. Okay, let's look at to this example. You have this data and then what we have to do first here is you have to arrange the data in ascending order. So this is after we arrange the data in ascending order. So we want to find out the rank for the data of 70. So this is referred to the number of data of 70. So the percentile rank, you have to calculate how many total number of data below the values that we try to find out the rank. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the percentile rank is equivalent to 7 plus 0.5 divided by the total number of data is 9 times with the 100. So you will get 83.33. So you cannot leave the answer like this. So you have to round off the value. So when we try to round off, the answer is 83. So the way how you write down the answer, percentile 83 is equivalent to data of 70. So this is the final answer, how to get the percentile rank for the ungrouped data. Next, we will look at to how to find out the percentile rank for the group frequency distribution. There are two methods. So the first method is by using percentile graph, or we can also use OGIF. If you are using percentile graph, meaning that the values of your y-axis is referred to the values of the cumulative frequency in terms of percentage. So for this one is percentile graph. So the highest values is 100. Okay, so when you try to find out percentile rank of 25, refer to which data, percentile 25, what you have to do, you have to just draw the dotted line that are referring to the values of 25, provided that the y-axis here is referred to the cumulative frequency in terms of percentage. So you refer to the 25 and we move until we get this graph and we have this dotted line. So you can refer to these values. What is the values of the net monthly salary on that point? And same goes when you try to find out percentile rank of 50. So we can get directly from the graph. Percentile rank of 75, we can also find out from the graph. You can also find out Q1, Q2, Q3 from the percentile graph because the first quartile, it is also equivalent to the 25% of the data, or first quartile is equivalent to P25. The second quartile is equivalent to the median or 50% of the data or P50. And the third quartile is equivalent to the 75% of the data, meaning that it's equivalent to P75. So you cannot just only find out the values of percentile from the percentile graph. You can also find out the values of quartile. That is for the first method. The second method is by using formula. So this is the common method used. So we have here the formula. L refer to the lower class boundary for the class containing PK or percentile rank of the K. And then we have F referred to the frequency of the class containing PK. Capital F here is referred to the cumulative frequency before the class containing PK, and C is referred to the class width. So if you still remember the formula for you to find out the median of the group frequency distribution, it is equivalent to Lm plus with the summation of F divided by 2, because this is referred to the location of the median, minus with the capital F cumulative frequency before median class over with the frequency of the median class times with C. So this formula will not be given during your test or any quiz or examination. So you can, but the formula of median is given. So for you to identify the formula for the percentile, you can construct by looking at from the formula of the median. So because it is almost the same unless for the location here. The rest of the definition of the notation is equal like median. Let's look at to the example here. This is referring to the scores of the 20 students in a maths test. So you have to find out the formula. Since the question doesn't ask you to sketch the graph or ogive by using from this data, so we can only get the percentile values by using the second method, which is by using the formula. So we have to find out percentile 70. Before that, what you have to do, you have to add the column for the cumulative frequency. We have 3, 6, 12, 16, 18, and 20. Next, we have to find out the location that containing PK, P70. So how to find out the location is by using this formula. So K is 70 times with the total frequency here is 20 divided by 100. So we will get here equivalent to 14. What you have to do with the values of 14, you have to refer to the cumulative frequency of 14. It is located under cumulative frequency of 16 because it is referring to the cumulative frequency, the frequency from the 13 until 16. So 14 is located here. So we can mark here, this is percentile 70 class, which is 73 until 78. Next, what we have to do, we can just apply in the formula since we already identified the class. So the lower class boundary, our P of 70 is equivalent to the lower class boundary is 72.5 plus, since you already calculate this part, we can just put the values here, 14, and cumulative frequency before that percentile rank of 70 class is 12. And small f refer to the frequency of that percentile rank class, which is 4. And class width, you can refer to the upper class boundary minus with the lower class boundary. You will get equivalent to 6. So at the end, you will get the answer for the percentile rank of 70 is referred to the data of 75.5. Please do not round off these values because this is the values of the data, not the rank. So you have only round off the values if you try to find out if the question asks you the values of the ranking. So for this one, is referred to the marks. So since marks is a continuous, unless the question asks you to round off the values, so you have to remain the values as it is, which is 75.5. So that is for the part 1, finding the values of the percentile rank 70.